Hey, what is going on, guys? Disregard the old oil stain there. Um, so I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the Supercharger, where it's at, what I've been up to. So for one, I just want to say I did buy the Supercharger. I'm not bullshitting. Because of COVID, the factory is really behind, about 400 units behind, which is pretty significant. And I am one of 18 individuals waiting on a V3 Vortec through SOHO. So thanks to COVID, I am still waiting to boost my car. So a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about other than that. So I am at the 10 week, actually, the 10 week point now. Well, Thursday's the 10 week. So I am a little anxious. I am a little frustrated, but it's no one's fault. COVID happens, shit happens, whatever. But I guess more or less it's just like when you spend $7,000 on something and it doesn't come in the time that, that it was said that it was supposed to be there, that kind of stuff starts to go through your mind. So I've kind of been harassing them a little bit. I'll call them like once a week, just to touch base and be like, hey, but, they give me the same old, we'll call you whenever we know something, but I'm an anxious little bitch, so I'm going to still call. Anyways, I talked to Vortec. Vortec said 7 units went out, either yesterday or today, I can't remember. And then in the next 2 weeks, there's going to be more units moving out. So he said around the time frame that I ordered was probably one of the units that's either going to go out soon or already went out. So hopefully SOHO gets it soon, and then I get it and I'll have time before the dyno. So that brings me to my next point. I do have a dyno scheduled with John at Z1 for the 24th of this upcoming month. Yeah, October. It's already reserved. I'm already ready to go. I'm going to be really pissed off if I have to move it. I might end up asking somebody to swap dyno days with me. It is a Saturday that I scheduled. So if somebody's flexible, I can be flexible with my work. I'd love to trade dyno days if I end up needing to because the parts don't get here in time. But anyways, we'll come to that, whenever it's like a week out and I still don't have a shipping number or any of that. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the questions I've been getting now that people know that I am boosting. So the one question I get a lot is, what kind of numbers do I expect, or what kind of numbers am I shooting for? So for one, the Z is my daily. Many of you know I had a Supra and an RX-7 before this. I really miss those cars, but I did want something with a little more zip. So the Z to me is like a true sports car. I don't know why. So like, it's just how I feel about it. So the idea is, while the Z is my daily right now, I will probably end up getting a 300ZX for a daily a little while down the road. I'm thinking in like the next year I should probably have one. But yeah, so the Z is my daily, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So 550 horsepower is kind of what I'm shooting for. As many people say, the SOHO kit makes sauce, right? Or, whatever. It puts up really good numbers for what it is. I've seen, I think, 670, 680 on that kit, like stock, stock most things. Obviously, your supplemental mods. But yeah, I think like 550, 530 is like fine on a daily. I do plan on taking the track. I have all the upgrades, clutch, flywheel, ported lower manifold, long tube headers, true dual exhaust, custom one that I got from my buddy Gabe at Fat Boys. 1050cc injectors, which are coming soon, and bigger fuel pump. I'm tracking that they do recommend getting a fuel return, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Like I said, I'm not trying to go crazy with it. I'm just trying to get like a a decent amount of power where it's like, hey, like this is a good time. So once I get the 300ZX, that's probably when we'll turn up the boost a little bit, and we'll add a few more mods. But I think I'm gonna do some cosmetic stuff after I'm done with the Supercharger. But yeah, I mean, like, I haven't even had the car yet for a full year, and I'm already boosting it. I think I ran the numbers the other day, and I'm somewhere around, like, I want to say like $21,000 invested, not including what I've like spent on the car to get it. I don't owe very much on the car at all. But for most people who want to know, I did finance the kit. Like, I don't have any outstanding debt, and the kit is literally, like, I owe more on the kit than I do the car. So that should kind of give you an idea. Okay, so the next question I get a lot is, how do I feel about boosting a car that's like, you know, higher mileage or whatever? I'm just going to say it like this, like, you take a risk in boosting pretty much anything unless it's like, you know, made for boost. So like, obviously high compression, low compression, everybody knows that. I don't have to go into it, but the Z is like, I don't know, it's a platform that can handle it. But I just feel like it depends on your driving habits. So like, if you drive like a fucking asshole and you take your fucking car to red line like every time you fucking drive it, it's probably not going to last very long, you know, once you boost it and you continue to drive that way. But I feel like if, you know, you drive the car and you enjoy it and you get on it here and there, you know, and have a good time, like, it'll probably last a while. So my car is over 100,000 miles now. I've put a shit ton of miles on it this last year, but I really don't give a fuck about mileage, because guess what? When the engine goes, I'm just going to go get another one. And it's probably going to be out of one some idiot totaled. You know what I mean? Something with like 40K or 60K on it. So it's really irrelevant to me. It really is. But in the way of like longevity, then yeah, like, that's why we're doing such low boost. And then a couple other questions I've got is like, why did I decide to go boost now whenever I was so hung up on like the NA record? Because I really wanted to take that from a certain individual who's probably going to watch this. I just kind of got hungry. Like, that hunger never really goes away. I think that it kind of started whenever Monsef, and I'm not sure if this guy works at Z1 or not, but I think maybe Matt, maybe, I can't remember who it was, but they commented on a post in one of the Z groups, and I had an idea for like a really interesting, I'll just say that, intake system. And I didn't really think it through, I guess. It would probably been really good for like a really sunny track day, but not good for a daily. So that should just kind of tell you what kind of an idea it was. But they kept trying to convince me, like Monsef did more than once try to convince me that like, you're literally prolonging the inevitable. Like, you're gonna end up boosting the car, like, based on the way that I was spending money and the things I wanted to do and the kind of power I wanted to see. You're gonna boost, man. Like, people should just stop spending money on NA mods and just fucking finance to boost, like, period. Or fucking buy it outright if you have that kind of money. But it didn't matter to me, but whatever. But yeah, like, if I could go back and do it all over again, I would finance to boost, like, immediately. Like, fuck the still in Gen 3s, fuck the ported upper manifold, like, fuck the single exit, you know, like, just go straight to, like, just go ham, dude. Like, I would have got, like, a $10,000 loan and just done all of the fucking supplemental mods that I needed to do, and I would have went from there. So, if you just got a Z and you want to go fast and you don't have the money right now to go boosted, I highly recommend leave your car stock until you have enough money for a down payment to either finance or buy that shit outright. Because I wish I would have saved a bunch of money. Later, guys.